Hello and welcome to What? The Pod, the only podcast on the internet where two men talk to each other. Hi, I'm _Zeus. You might remember me from such tweets as, what if Morbius took the gauntlet, snapped, and said it's Morbin time? And Badassatron has been found dead in Miami. Who the fuck are you?
Oh, I'm Jessie, also known as Shatterbricks. I haven't done anything at all. So, you know what? I guess this will be my first foray into the internet.
Man has no achievements, no digital footprint.
Not at all.
No friends, no life.
It happens. You know what?
No aspirations.
You know, it happens. You know, sometimes you just you don't try hard enough. And if you don't have a goal, what's the reason? You know? Okay. So, what do you want to talk about first?
All right. Okay. I have a list of things just in case the conversation goes dead. Let's start with this one. Why are babies like that?
What do you mean? What do you mean? Why are babies like that?
Why are they like that?
I don't know. What do you? Okay. Wait. Hold on. You can't just start like that. All right. You gotta give me something.
Okay. So you've seen a baby before, right?
I have seen a baby. Yeah.
Why are they like that?
You know, I don't know. I'm not a biologist. I've never studied human infants before. I don't know who would, but
pediatricians first of all.
Okay, that's a good point. What about I don't know, man. What, like big-eyed or small or?
Why are they like that?
You know,
it's not a hard question.
They're at the core of it. Honestly, I think they're just the most primitive version of man. You know,
that would be the monkey.
No, that. No. According to evolution, that wouldn't be the monkey. That'd be like.
Sorry, the fish with legs.
This is what the podcast. This is what we're down to now. All right.
This is what
the podcast. All right.
The pod.
Okay. Any other details you want to ask me?
Why are they like that? Come on, man. I need an answer.
Okay. All right. I guess just for genetics' sake, at some point they're tiny little men.
What if they're women?
The tiny little people. You know what? What if they're not binary?
What about Stuart Little?
He was. You know what? You got me there. Stuart Little was the fictional character. Stuart Little was technically a little man. So yeah,
he was a little mouse man.
A little mouse man. No, have you read the book?
Yeah. No.
He had mouse-like features.
Yeah. No, he's not. I know he's not a guy. He just looks like a mouse.
Yeah, he looks like a mouse. But in the movie, they just made him a mouse. Because Hollywood can't keep it together.
I blame Shyamalan for it.
Fair enough, you know? And well, there's no twist ending into that.
The twist is, he wasn't a mouse the whole time. He was just a little man. That's the secret twist.
Deep cut. All right. Got it. I got one. All right. And weird news. Neil deGrasse Tyson was posted recently.
I do not care.
Oh, are you kidding me? What do you mean you don't care?
I do not like Neil deGrasse Tyson. I don't care what he has to say about
Why
the
don't
world.
you like Neil? He was actually...
First of all, he's incredibly pompous.
True, I'll give you that. He has...
Second,
the
sexual harassment allegations.
What do you mean?
You don't know this?
What do you mean? Matt, hold on.
You've not heard about the Neil deGrasse Tyson sexual harassment allegations.
Where was my Neil?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Neil deGrasse... Hold on. You must be thinking of a different Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Absolutely not.
Wait, hold on. You mean Neil deGrasse Tyson, head of the science... Was it astronomical field in New York?
Yeah, the guy who hates Star Wars.
He doesn't hate Star Wars. He just thinks it's scientifically inaccurate, which, you know what? He's the maximum version.
Okay, mate, so sexual misconduct, my mistake.
Oh, what? Was he at the freak off?
I don't think so.
Okay, all right. Well, other than that, he most recently posted in late April him holding 4 different MAGA hats. And
okay.
He's like,
kind of like the 4 different women who accused him of sexual misconduct.
Oh, shit! Whoa! 4?
4.
Like 1, I'd be like, nah, she was trying to get money. But once it hits 4, that's just you being a fucking dirtbag. What?
4 different women.
4 different women. Wow, that's crazy, bro. Are you serious? 4?
I can't believe this is how you're finding out.
I didn't know. Holy shit. 4 different people accused the other guy, 4 different women, first of all, accused him
Yeah.
of sexual misconduct.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. Did he try to do the trick from Key and Peele where he was like, in a multiverse?
No, I think he just ignored it.
Oh shit! All right, fair enough. I would too.
He pulled a Mr. Beast on it. Just ignore it until people shut up and decide that the person accusing you is bad. Actually.
Oh, okay. All right. That's like a strategy for all of them now.
Yeah.
Which is not a great strategy.
Well, in a lot of ways, he was a pioneer of that strategy for denying accusations of sexual misconduct.
I'm sorry. What?
Well, that this.
I feel like there might be better examples of that, but golly, bro. Jesus Christ. Alright, my bad. Alright, guys, I'm sorry about that. This is how I find out Neil deGrasse Tyson is a dirtbag. Whoa.
And you still won't answer my question.
Why babies are like that? You know what? I'll do some research. I'll look into it. Why babies are like that.
Good.
Alright. Alright, my bad. You know what, guys? I'm going to try to keep it light next time. Alright, go ahead, Matt. You got one? You got one to throw at me?
I was kind of hoping that one of these would just, like, spiral funnier. Well, there's the evergreen. Nobody in LA knows how to drive.
Oh yeah, that's just facts. I don't know what's going on, but I feel like it's getting worse.
So context: I used to work a job where I'd have to get up like early mornings to get in at 6 a.m. People just do not care what the rules are at that point. I was like sat at a red light waiting for it to turn. Someone makes a left off of the red.
Yeah. Well, you know what? That's why while I'm driving, I'm always on my phone just to ignore everyone.
There you go.
It's a simple solution. I feel like everybody should try it at least once.
Texting and driving?
Well, or streaming, or cooking.
Podcasting. We're actually fun lore. We're in a car right now.
Yeah, we're actually in the 405. It's gridlock, so you guys don't have to worry about anything. But yeah,
hold on. Actually, it looks like it's like wide open. We're just sitting here.
Oh my god. All right.
That's it for my prepared remarks.
We totally 100% did not prepare for this at all. I'm sorry about that, guys. But
who are you talking to?
Whoever.
There's no one here. He's here.
Yeah, it's true. My cousin Rodrigo Rodriguez. Yeah, he's here. But other than that,
you're not talking to him though.
Yeah,
you're ignoring him, which is very rude of you.
He's involved in the background, just doing his own thing.
That's true. We are in a art restoration studio at the moment, so I would assume he's restoring some sort of art.
Yeah, totally, 100%. We used to work here.
Did you?
Yeah, a long time ago.
What's that like?
It's not as fun as you think it is. It's like super unglamorous. Like,
really? You're telling me that this studio that looks to me like a converted apartment is not a glamorous workspace.
You know
it's
what?
Not a glamorous job.
It's very surreal. It's very surreal because, like, it's well, I don't mean to blow up my brother's spot, so I'm just gonna.
Well, we're not gonna say the name of the studio.
Yeah,
mostly because I don't know the name of the studio.
Yeah, this is your first time here.
This is my first time.
Yeah,
it's very nice. It is cluttered.
Yeah, it is. It's very panicky, but you know what? Honestly, some of the best times I spent here.
Such as?
Well, when in my early 20s, late teens. How
long ago was that?
Oh, a fucking decade ago, guys. I'm fucking old. Over a decade. Let me see. I'm like 35. I'm 35. So
I'm glad that you knew that off the bat. You didn't have to think about how old you are and realize the passage of time and how it's weathered you.
You know, I used to be so handsome. A long time ago.
Lie.
Yeah, well, you know what? Photos don't lie, baby.
So anyways, what the fuck did you do here?
You know what? I was mostly errand boy, and I would prep work for painting.
Your name's not Aaron.
Hey, errands. I did errands.
You did Aaron?
A lot.
Who's Aaron?
All of them. Anyone named Aaron. I was down in the grit, getting him off. In the back booth. Twerking that shit. All right.
Where?
You know what? That back room back there.
The bathroom?
No, the other the wider door, dude.
There's 2 doors.
There's 2 doors. Yeah, there's 2 doors. You haven't. You know what? Next time I'll give you a grand tour and I'll show you my
grand tour of all 3 rooms.
All 3 rooms. Yeah.
All 3 of them.
Yeah. That last room, it's a dungeon.
What, the bathroom?
Yeah. No. Well, yeah, it could be a dungeon depending on how bad you got it, but yeah. All right. I don't know why I got off topic so bad, but okay.
That's the whole point.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. Let me see. You know what? In my early 20s, I used to work here. I did a lot of errands where I would get material, go shop for stuff, and then when I would get back, I would do some prep work, set up paintings to be painted. There's a lot of body work and a lot of like detail.
So you did a lot of work on your body.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You could, and it shows.
Yeah. No, I mean you are covered in tattoos right now.
Oh, from my neck down to my trousers.
It's the first time I've heard the word trousers in 50 years.
Sorry, I'm at that age now. I you know what's funny in common, like I actually said anywho the other day unironically.
My God, you're so white.
You know what? You wouldn't expect it, but yeah. Said anywho, whatchamacallit instead of chingadera, and what else? What else did he say?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
Yeah,
you tell me.
Yeah.
What did you say?
What? What? Let me see. Yeah. What else is new, Matty boy?
I don't know. You never really finished telling me what you were doing.
Yeah, that's true. Let me see. So about a decade ago, I started working here, and I started fixing stuff with my brother, who hired me out of pity. And
that's the best way to get hired.
You know what? And it worked too. It was fucking great. And then
Just go to any interview, be the most embarrassing person you can, make them feel sorry for you.
And then
works every time. I've never got it to work personally, and I feel like I've lost out on a lot of jobs because of it. But it works every time.
Yeah, actually, I've gotten it to work every single time, and they do it.
Oh, there's lights in here.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
I mean, I assumed, but I didn't want to.
There you go. All right. And then, you know what? I actually worked almost every single time for me, except for one time where I was working a valet service on Palos Verdes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, you're telling me that being embarrassing and pitiful made people not trust you around their cars?
Yeah, you know what? That's fair. And you know what? Guy had total rights to that one. Now he got me. He was like, "You look like you don't know what you're doing," and I was like, "You're right, I don't." And he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna have to hire somebody else." And I was like, "Fair enough." I walked out of there embarrassed. And then like about $20 low on funds because Palos Verdes was far away from me. So,
yeah, no.
Yeah.
For anyone who is unaware, that is the rich part of Southern California.
Yeah, one of them. One of the very rich, affluent parts of Southern California.
The secret third rich part, aside from like Beverly Hills and anywhere in Orange County.
That's the one where I actually believe they're Satanists.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like if there was any of them where they were like, "Oh, these people Satanists."
Dude, the job I was just talking about where I worked up in PV, people used to joke that school was built on top of like secret tunnels and shit where they would do ritualistic sacrifice, and that's why there were always weird noises. It turns out the weird noises are coyotes.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah. Oh, have you heard the King Neptune statue theory?
What, just like the concept of the Roman gods, or
no? There's like the Neptune statue out there somewhere in like some plaza or something.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You haven't heard about this?
Look, I spent about 6 months at that job, and I was working at a school, so I was surrounded by children.
Fair enough.
Who I tried my hardest not to talk to because children are awful.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. I've met a lot of them. They're not the greatest. Some of them are cool, but like most of them aren't.
Well, that's
why they're like that. That's why they're like that.
Keep in mind, this is PV kids, and it's a private school where tuition was, I think, $40,000 either a year or a semester.
Okay.
So these are like rich kids.
All right.
Rich kids are awful.
I've never you know what? I've never been in a situation where I met some rich children.
Have I told you the chicken story?
No. What happened? Wait. What happened to this fucking bird? Wait.
It's not that kind of chicken story.
Oh.
Okay. So, context. I worked like
sacrifice.
Jeez, almost.
Okay. Sure. Okay. Go ahead.
So I worked in the cafeteria at a private school that was like K-12. So, you know, you're working with kids as young as 5, as old as like 17 or 18.
Okay.
So one day we do, because we have people that we're trying to impress, like corporate people, we end up doing like a copycat Raising Cane's kind of thing.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So, you know, chicken tenders, we make our own sauce, we got the fries, the coleslaw.
Seems like a lot of work, but yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that was just one of, I think, like 4 things we'd made that day. But point is...
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
And that's not including, like, breakfast and all the grab-and-go shit that we had to do, too. It was a lot. That was a very hectic environment.
Yeah.
So, we, like, start putting the chicken out. It's maybe 12:15 when the kids start making their way in. And they come in, like, fucking flood the place.
Yeah.
Like, literally, wall to wall, there's kids. We can't get the chicken out fast enough. It's like a mosh pit, but with no music. Just chicken.
Just chicken.
So we're just like...
So these kids are skanking around in a circle?
So I'm just like...
Hardcore dancing for chicken?
Yeah, so I'm just like, you know, we got the counters, the, like, heat lamps and everything. I'm putting it out. There's just a sea of hands reaching out, grabbing the chicken before I can even set it down. We're just, like, running trays out.
Yeah.
The whole time.
All right, yeah.
It gets to the point we start running out of shit, so we have to put some out of, like, there's no coleslaw. Put them out. We're out of fucking sauce. Use the Thousand Island from the case.
Yeah.
We're out of chicken. Fuck it. Give them fries.
Yeah. Just let them get at it.
Just give them something so that they don't crush each other to death.
Yeah, okay.
It's like that kind of situation.
Wow. Did you survive?
No, man. You're talking to a ghost right
Oh,
now.
fair enough. Oh,
I've been
shit.
dead for like 3 months. You had no idea. You're actually a really awful friend.
Turns out you're not even real.
Yeah.
It's just a figment of my imagination.
Yeah. No.
Wow.
This laptop, this podcast, all of it's fake.
Oh, all right. I'm just talking to myself.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
There's not even an art studio here.
What? This would be the weirdest way to find out, like, I'm a fucking homeless person on the freeway tripping balls. So I was saying, the chicken.
Yeah.
Wow. Dude. That was wild. All right, for sure.
No.
I've been in a lot of pits in my life. I used to go to a lot of backyard shows, so I'm just imagining the hectic little fucking...
A bunch of like 13-year-olds clawing for chicken.
That sounds like a lot of the punk rock shows I used to go to. It's
like, did you ever seen that movie Labyrinth?
Yeah,
like the puppets.
The one with David Bowie not wearing a codpiece? Yeah, of course.
So you remember there's that scene where Jennifer Connelly goes like through the doors and falls down that hall, that like tunnel full of hands?
Yeah.
That's what it was like.
Oh, man.
Just a sea of hands.
Just a sea of little
Sometimes they would make
touching
faces and ask me for chicken.
You got any chicken?
You got any more chicken?
Oh, my God. Why does your kid sound like he smokes 2 packs a day? What is going on?
I don't ask.
All right.
And I don't work there anymore, so I don't need to ask.
All right, fair enough. Wow, that's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
That's
wild.
wild.
You've worked service before, right?
I have. I work at a Black Angus.
Yeah. Do you ever do front of house?
No, not at all. I did like one day where I was the busboy, but that was pretty much it. Cause I was better in the back. I have a face for working in the back. I'm not gonna lie.
Can confirm.
Yeah. Yeah, I you know what? I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. I've had moments where I literally want to go out in service and like go fight somebody. I had one order one time. I remember distinctly the guy returned wings 3 times, and I was like, "What the fuck do you want me to do? Just tell me what you want."
I generally try not to return food at a restaurant unless they like fuck it up bad.
Yeah.
The one story I have for returning food is I was at like California Pizza Kitchen, I think. Yeah. And I order, I don't know, they have like 2 sandwiches on the menu, and I order one of them. And they give me the other sandwich. You went to
California Pizza Kitchen?
Well, they had lunch specials.
Okay, and you went to California Pizza Kitchen and got the sandwich.
I'd had pizza the night before.
Okay. Well, wait a minute. Why did you go to California Pizza Kitchen then?
It was next to the movie theater, and I was going to a movie.
Okay, all right. Good point. All right.
So anyways, I go there. I order one of the 2 sandwiches off the menu.
Fair. All right.
They send out the other sandwich, which normally I'm like, okay, whatever, new sandwich. But I really wanted that specific sandwich.
What was it?
It was like a turkey and brie, I think. I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
It's a good sandwich. I'd had it before, and I was like, it was on my mind.
Yeah, and you're like, I'm going to get that fucking
sandwich. I got
sandwich.
nothing against a club sandwich, but I didn't want a club sandwich that day. So I call the...
Turkey and brie. All right, bougie much, but I like it.
It's at the California Pizza Kitchen. It costs like $10.
Yeah, all right, fair enough. Okay.
Yeah. So I call the server back over. I tell her, this isn't the sandwich I had ordered. Can I please get the other one? So she's like, okay. She takes it back, comes back from the kitchen with the exact same sandwich.
Maybe she was going to try to fool you into thinking it was the right sandwich.
Well, the problem is both of them had turkey on them, so I think maybe,
Yeah.
half of like the back of house people at any given restaurant don't speak English.
Yeah.
So they see a thing that says turkey, they're like, okay, this is what I need to make and put out.
I can confirm I worked in the back of a kitchen. 95% of them do not speak English.
Bro,
Or they speak English well.
they speak English enough to let you know that you fucked up.
Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. You know what?
Or to ask if they fucked
Shout
up.
out to the homie Juanito.
Yeah.
That guy is cool as hell. Not a lick of English. Man, that guy could run a kitchen, bro.
Bro, I feel like every restaurant has one of those.
Yeah. Juanito, yeah, the homie Juanito, shout outs to him. That guy got me through some tough stuff.
No, the guy, when I was working at the barbecue place, the guy there, his name was Chema.
Yeah.
Coolest fucking dude.
Didn't speak a lick of English.
He spoke enough to carry a conversation.
Yeah.
And he was fucking funny, dude.
Yeah, most of them are. We're not, but they are.
Yeah, no, I need to track him down, get him on the pod. He won't understand what's going on.
We did
but
a 15-minute bit on the fucking you returning a fucking sandwich, my guy.
Yeah, I don't think he'll know what's going on. He'll just be happy to be here.
Yeah. He'll be like, bitches? And he'll be like, yeah! We'll bring some right now. Chema, just say some funny shit. Oh, man.
But that is just every kitchen.
Every kitchen, yeah. That's fair, man. Any, like, wild shit ever happen in your kitchen?
Oh, God, Father's Day.
What do you mean, Father's Day?
Oh, no, sorry, that was the 4th of July.
Okay, all right. You had a father... Okay, what was your 4th of July story?
So, for context, I used to work at a barbecue place also. I've had a lot of jobs
Yeah.
for someone that's like fucking 25.
Yeah, fair enough, yeah.
So, it's a barbecue spot in California where there's not a lot of good barbecue, and ours was solid.
Yeah.
And it's one of 3 restaurants in maybe a 5-mile radius that is like exclusively barbecue, and one of them's a fucking Lucille's.
Yeah.
So, any holiday really, but especially any American holiday,
Yeah.
you just get fucking swamped.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
And we were understaffed all the time.
Like, you just guys didn't
Like,
hire anybody, or...
Well, the problem is you always get like high schoolers looking for their first job.
Yeah.
And then they experience working in an understaffed kitchen. They're like, I don't want to do this shit. I'm going to go to McDonald's, get paid $3 more an hour.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, especially out here in Southern California, minimum wage is like 20.
20 for a franchise.
Yeah, for a franchise. But like if you work in a small business, it's like
You're working at a mom and pop, which is what I was doing. It's like 17.
17. So like, you can get a mainstream job and get like $20, but then you work at a mainstream job, which isn't great.
No one wants to work at McDonald's.
Nobody. Well,
speaking as someone who's had to deal with corporate people and who lost their job because of corporate people,
yeah,
I fucking hate corporate jobs.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like anywhere that's like a franchise or operates multiple locations, I immediately am just like, I do not want to get involved in this.
Yeah.
It could be great people. I love the team I was working with at that private school. But when your job is in the hands of someone who you see maybe twice a quarter.
Yeah.
Not good.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
So anyways, 4th of July.
4th of July. I don't know why you went on a corporate diary. All right, so you're in the kitchen. You're understaffed.
So there's maybe 3 of us in there, including the owner who always works in the back on holidays.
Yeah.
And we're just like orders coming in constantly. And on top of that, we have a bunch of catering orders that we have to do. Catering being just like they ordered a week in advance, and it's enough food for maybe 10 people. Yeah. So we get a bunch of those that are all at like different times, and we're trying to keep up with that. We're trying to keep up with what's coming in on the board. Yeah. And we straight up, we were already going to close early that day because if we didn't, we would have been there until 1 a.m. Yeah. But we have to close even earlier than that because we can't keep up, and we're starting to run out of food.
What do you mean you're starting to run out of food?
So The way that we did things at the barbecue place is you would have stuff in the smokers the night before, or in this case, you would be cooking a bunch of stuff like the week leading up so that you'd have it ready to just pop in the oven.
Yeah.
We were running out of stuff that was cooked. So all we had was like slabs of raw brisket that take about 12 hours to smoke.
Yeah.
And there's like no way you're getting that out the door.
Yeah.
In any reasonable amount of time because it is like, you know.
It takes 12 hours.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a big ass slab of raw meat that probably weighs like 10 pounds.
Yeah. You got to put that in the smoker the night before.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So we're running out of stuff and we get someone who comes in and they're like, hi, I just want a sandwich, like a pulled pork sandwich. And so the cashier tells him, okay, that's going to be about an hour. So he's just like, it's just a sandwich. You can't get that out fast. And we're like, yeah, we can get that out fast, but we also have to get out everything that came in before.
Yeah, I went to that place. You can get a pulled pork sandwich out in 5 minutes, but not on 4th of July weekend.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
Damn, that must have been a nightmare.
It was a nightmare. You remember Brody from D&D?
Yeah, I do remember.
He at that point had like not been working there for about 2 years, and he came back to help out because we were like that understaffed.
Wow.
For literally like
and
the day.
By the way, okay, so I don't know if you know this, but the shop that
the microphone doesn't know shit. It doesn't have
I'm sorry, that's it. I'm trying to talk to the audience. They're part of this.
They're not.
Right, Rodrigo?
Ain't nobody listening.
Hell yeah, dude.
All right, so I just for context then, okay. So Brody lives in like what is East LA? And your shop was in Lomita?
Torrance. Yeah.
Damn near Lomita? They're heading towards Palos Verdes? Yeah. That's like a 45-minute drive on a clear day. With traffic, that guy was waiting an hour and a half to get there.
Yeah, and that was the other thing. The morning people who were there, which was him and Jameson, who you also know.
Yeah.
They were supposed to leave at like 3 o'clock. They ended up staying until 5.
Yeah. So they got another 2 hours of overtime.
Wait, no, they were supposed to leave at 1 o'clock. They stayed till 5.
Damn.
Yeah.
They weren't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere.
Exactly.
That's what they said. Okay. All right.
And then I didn't even get out until like 8, and I went in to relieve them.
Yeah. Damn. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow, that's insane, my guy. You went in at 1?
At 1, and didn't leave until like maybe 7 or 8.
Oh, okay, that's like a regular 8-hour shift, but still, that's a hard 8. That's a hard 8.
Yeah.
You don't take a break 8.
You don't take a break until we close.
Yeah.
And then you down 2 beers and a sandwich, and you get back to the fucking dish pit.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I've had a lot of those.
Yeah.
I worked at Black Angus in Lakewood.
You mentioned, yeah.
Yeah. For about 5 years. No, 3 of those years, I was a dishwasher. The low tier totem on the pole. And
right.
I'm not going to lie to you. Every Mother's Day was a fucking mess.
Yeah,
it was door-to-door people walking in, trying to get in. Or Valentine's Day, whoo! Get out of here, bro.
Yeah.
Get out of here. You couldn't wash dishes fast enough.
Yeah.
It was insane.
Yeah.
So, like I was saying, I actually really need to start ordering more stickers.
All right, so I got to do an ad.
Oh, okay. Right? Sorry about that, Matty boy. Sorry about that. Let me go ahead.
So here we go. Let me get this in. All right. These days, it's nearly impossible to keep your online data secure. Between hackers trying to steal your sensitive information and data brokers trying to sell it to the highest bidder, it's not hard to feel like everyone is after your private information. Thankfully, manwithgun.com is here to keep you safe from prying eyes. And with 3,200 agents in over 100 countries, keep it together, with over 32 agents in 100 countries, you can rest assured that your data will be safe wherever you go, from whoever, because they're always watching.
You know what? I've never felt more secure looking at porn on the subway than with Man with Gun. I'm not gonna lie. I could. You know what's great about Man with Gun is I can open my Twitter feed, no problem, with Man with Gun.
Yeah, and if the Man with Gun ever starts prying at your private information, then there's Man with Gun for manwithgun.com.
Oh, what?
The other sponsor of today's podcast.
The other sponsor.
So go to manwithgun.com to sign up and use promo code WHAT? at checkout for 3 months extra for free. Thank you, manwithgun.com.
We don't gotta work on the name. You know, like the 7 spaces between the actual... It's gonna really mess up our search algorithm. You know what I mean?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm just saying, because it's not... Alright, so, guys, get on board
Stop
with me.
talking to the microphone. It
sorry.
can't hear you. I'm here. He's here.
Okay,
no one else
I'm
is
saying-
here. Address the room, not the computer.
Well, I'm looking right at it. It's hard to...
Stop.
I feel like it has
you
sentience.
need me to pull up manwithgun.com right now so
sorry.
you can stop looking at my sensitive information.
I've been meaning to talk to you about that. I think you should get off of Discord. I don't think it's helpful for you, Matt.
That would be true, except that I literally only use Discord in place of Skype now.
Are you serious?
For real.
Is it that good? Also, how did Skype fuck up so bad?
That's a good question.
Yeah, like, not for nothing, like, but, do you remember Zoom?
Yeah.
That was, like, in every 2010s movie for, like, oh, we gotta get in a chat room and talk to people or whatever, right?
Yeah, I mean, didn't General Zod use Skype in Man of Steel?
I think he might have. I don't know.
That's a lie. I made that up.
Oh,
but you fully believed
I believed it because
that's how ubiquitous Skype was.
Skype was fucking everywhere, and then out of nowhere, we end up in a situation where we have to use like something to like get everybody on board, and Skype completely falls off the face of the planet, and everybody starts using Zoom.
Well, Zoom, to my understanding, had been used for like corporate meetings for like years before.
Yeah.
So they had better infrastructure to handle that kind of load, that like many people logging on all at once, whereas Skype was mostly used for person-to-person calls.
Oh, okay, that might make sense.
So they did. I think they just didn't have the servers for it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for this very boring answer.
I know. I was expecting you to fucking pop off with Discord, and now I use Discord.
Well, I mean, the other thing was just like for the longest, I could not get Skype to work on my computer.
Is that true?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Oh, yeah.
It just at some point they really did actually shit the bed and like just stopped functioning.
Are they even around anymore?
I'm pretty sure they're bankrupt.
Yeah.
I'm not going to look that up.
Yeah.
Unlike the Neil deGrasse Tyson thing, which I did look up.
Yeah. You know what? I'm glad you did that because I didn't know any of that.
Yeah.
I don't know where the fuck I was at.
You still don't know.
I still don't. I was under a rock.
Yeah. So now I'm in Discord servers. I'm not active on them.
Mm-hmm.
I use like the marketplace on some of them to buy Lego.
Mm. Use promo code what?
To continue using Discord for free.
Oh man. All right. So, do you have any other topics you want to talk about?
I don't know, man. I mean, I got a new dog, but like, what's there with that to talk about?
Right.
Yeah.
Let's give it a couple weeks on that one.
Yeah.
All right. You know what? I got a question. I don't think I've ever asked you this question before.
Right.
Okay. This is one of my favorite questions to ask people.
Oh shit.
Okay. Would you rather fly or be invisible?
I was not expecting this question. This is a basic ass like fucking first date question.
You know what? It works.
I feel like we've known each other long enough. We're past the first date at this point.
I'm just
we
saying.
have a podcast together.
I got to second base at least.
Yeah.
What's second base?
Second base.
Yeah.
So that's when in baseball, when you get past the first base,
Yeah.
and then you get to the second one.
Uh-huh.
That's second base.
Yeah, softball. Real softball questions here.
Yeah.
All right.
So would I rather fly or be invisible?
Yeah, would you rather... No. Yeah, would you rather fly or be invisible?
I feel like I'd get more use out of flight.
Yeah, everybody says flying.
Because the other thing is, like, that you don't think about is when you go invisible, it's just you.
Yeah.
Like, it's not your clothes.
Yeah.
So you got to strip down.
Yeah, what's the problem with that?
Well, what if it's the middle of winter in New York City?
Well, I don't know. If I'd be using my powers in New York City, that'd be weird. Just having all these people.
Yeah, versus using them in like Vermont, where it's totally normal for some naked guy to be running around invisible.
Well, you know, I'm just saying, like, okay, you're invisible. It doesn't matter. You just kind of get out of the
Well, here's the other thing: is I wear glasses.
Yeah.
My vision is awful.
Yeah.
Here, you can attest right now.
Okay, I'm gonna check this out and see. Golly, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So imagine me running around butt ass naked, no
Can't you wear
glasses on.
contacts? Golly, bro.
I have a thing. I can't get anything near my eye. Like I've tried,
Yeah.
and I do not have the like physical mental
Audience,
capacity.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Stop talking to the mic. Tell me how bad my eyesight is.
Oh, it's bad.
Yeah.
It's bad. I can't see shit.
Imagine how I feel right now.
I just see a lot of colors and fucking shapes. I can't read shit. Just like normal life.
Yeah, give those back.
Whoa.
I'd like my eyes back, please.
Oh my god. I got a headache just fucking taking them off. Whoa.
So you can see why I don't want to go invisible.
I can see that. I understand that. Yeah, that's wild, bro. You are blind as
Yes.
shit. I can't. Okay, so but can like you'd have to wear goggles if you're flying, right?
Well, I mean, sure, but you can get prescription goggles.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. All right, so I like this question because it actually poses a lot to other people, and you kind of get the sense of more people that pick.
Yeah.
Not right off the bat. If you pick flight right off the bat, you kind of understand. Okay.
Easy way to find out how many of your friends are perverts.
Oh yeah, 100%. Or you can see who's really social and who's really not social.
Usually the perverts.
Well, yeah, I'm just gonna say, like, well, because look, if you think about it, being invisible is a real social power. It only works when there's other people around. Flight is a real independent power. You kind of got, you know what I mean? It's more introverted.
I feel like though, you could be social and be flying.
Yeah, if you want to flex. But
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but if you're
You
wearing,
think I'm not gonna pull up somewhere and just be like, "Hey, check this out."
and just fly away,
Just do circles.
guys, he got off his fucking chair.
Who are you talking to?
The mic. I'm talking to the fucking mic.
I told you not to.
Being the mic got something going on right now.
I don't like this. This is my mic. I don't like the way you're talking to it right now.
Mikey, what do you think? I named your Mike. Your Mike's now named Mikey. You're welcome. All right.
His name is Keith.
Audience, what do you think?
Stop talking to the mic.
All right, guys. This has been what? This is the first episode. I don't know if it's a burner or not, but you know what?
Shit, I guess we're ending it then.
Yeah, well, I was going to say we're about 40 minutes in, right?
Yeah. By the little clock on the computer, we're at 37 minutes, 41, 42, 43, 44.
That's how desperate we are for
I wasn't
comments.
desperate.
Okay. Do you have anything else you want to talk about?
I don't know, man. It sounds like you're wrapping things up.
I thought you know what? I thought this would be a great way to punch out. All right, guys, this has been what? Scratch a fucking fly out of midair?
No.
Oh.
I tried. Sometimes I can do it.
Okay. All right, for sure.
Not like an actual, like, full-on, like, housefly, but those little ones that are slower I can catch.
Just the really insignificant gnats?
Yeah, like gnats.
Gnats, okay.
I can't catch a fly. I've tried. I did it once,
Yeah.
but I cheated.
What do you mean? Did you like put honey in your hand or?
No, it landed on the screen of my iPad,
Uh-huh.
and I just, like, smashed it with the cover.
Oh. You just fucking slapped this dude with another fucking cover?
With the front
you,
flap of the iPad.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right, for sure. Okay.
I felt bad about it.
I wouldn't feel bad at all. I've never felt bad about killing an insect. I don't know what people do. Like maybe a spider or something if it's cute, but like really.
I'm sorry, a cute spider?
Yeah, you've never seen a little cute spider, a little fuzzy boy?
No, man, those things are freaky.
Yeah. No, you know.
Every single one of them.
You've never had like weird pets?
I
feel like you would have been a lizard guy.
I like the idea of having a lizard. I don't like the idea of having to buy flies.
Okay, all right. What was it?
More just because I think that's like... It's not like a moral objection or anything. It's just...
You're still trying to catch that fly, aren't you?
I think I did.
Oh,
dead
nice.
bug. Here.
Ah.
What the fuck? You don't get
I just
dead
ate the bug.
You don't get the bug now. The bug dies on the table.
Oh, okay. What was he gonna say?
It seems weird to go into a pet store and be like, I need some flies for my lizard, please. which I guess it's not.
It's
That's
not,
what a
really,
pet
is it?
store's for.
Yeah.
But like, as
I
a
don't-
kid,
they
I
sell
had this weird
crickets
thing.
and shit. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
As a kid, I was like, that's a weird thing to do.
Yeah.
As an adult, yeah, I could have done that. But also,
Guys,
where
I'm
am I going to
rad.
keep a lizard tank?
When I was 13, I had snakes. They were awesome.
Snake, I love snakes. I could never have a snake because I actually do have like a weird thing about feeding it live mice.
Really? I thought that was the raddest thing when I was 13.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you're 13, sure, it's cool. But me, like as an adult, I'm like, I do not want to be responsible for the death of an animal.
And you
it's
can't
like,
feed them dead, by the way. You gotta feed them alive.
Yeah. And it's like, yeah, I know this is circle of life shit, but I don't want to have a hand in that.
Yeah.
Personally.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Big fan of cognitive dissonance over here.
Yeah.
I could not go
I don't know
vegan.
what that means.
You don't know cognitive dissonance?
You know what? Let's get past that point.
Yeah. I could never be vegan, but I could also never slaughter my own livestock.
I was a vegetarian for a year. That was a real hard choice.
I was going to say, that sounds rough, buddy.
That was rough. That was real rough. I actually lost a little bit of weight, but like not much. So I was a fat vegetarian. It was really weird.
That is weird.
Yeah.
Is there like a reason you did this, or just for
you know
fun?
what? Just for funsies. I thought it would be a really good time as in my 20s. I'm just fuck it. Like I'm gonna go for it.
Yeah, that does sound like the kind of stupid idea a 20-year-old would have.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah. You know what though? It was like a real bummer for everybody because like I would be like, I'm vegetarian. I gotta eat a salad.
Oh yeah. No, I
Like it's at the end of it, at the end of the year, I literally was having a moment there where I was like, everybody's mad at me because I have to order a salad or toast, and it's starting to get really fucking annoying.
no, I have a cousin who's vegetarian. Who like anytime she's around, we're just like, we don't know what to do with ourselves. We like meat.
Yeah. Ooh. Sure, you want that soundbite out
Just
there,
gonna
buddy?
let that one sit
Just
there.
let that
sit there.
Anybody want to fucking clip that fucking?
Stop talking to the mic.
Send it to what's your email address?
Yeah, like I'm gonna put that out there.
Yeah, that's a good point. We gotta come up with the email address. We'll fill in the blanks later. But yeah, if you guys want to clip that and then save it, we'll put it on
I'll clip it myself.
Uh,
I'll have blackmail against myself.
no, we're gonna fucking put that in random episodes. I like meat. We like meat.
But you think I'm gonna edit this beyond cutting out like awkward silences?
Yeah, it's a good point.
Because I'm the one who's gonna have to listen back to this.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
I'm not pulling up if we get a soundboard,
Yeah.
maybe. But I'm not cutting in other shit.
Yeah.
I'm cutting shit out. I'm getting this down to a tight 5-minute.
You know what?
I'm gonna speed the audio up to like 10 times speed.
Fair enough. You know what? We only had like about 5 minutes worth of material anyways.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So have you ever had to edit a podcast?
I know. I've never edited a podcast. I don't even know what a computer is. I don't know what an email is. I just like saying the phrase email like I know shit. I walk into rooms sometimes with just the sheer amount of cockiness that like, oh, white male can. And I'm Mexican. I don't even have that shit down. But I fucking walk in there with some fucking bravado, bro. What's the word?
Bravado.
Bravado. There you go. See, that's the way I said it. Bravado.
Barbados.
Yeah. Is that how you say it?
No,
Barbados?
That's a
I
place.
walk into a room with some Barbados, bro.
That's a place.
Yeah, that's true. That's on the Beach Boys song, isn't it?
Is it?
And take it down to Kokomo.
You're thinking Bermuda.
And that's the most I could sing about this song. All right.
You're thinking Bermuda, I think.
Bermuda.
Bahamas.
Ooh, no, we can't sing anymore.
Yeah, I'm trying not to get a copyright claim.
Yeah, like right off the jump. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, and you sound exactly like Mike Love, so.
Oh, thank you, I guess.
Oh no, Mike Love's an awful person.
Go. Oh no! Oh no! Maddie! No! Not another one! What do you mean? What do you do?
Okay, to my knowledge, admittedly, having not looked too much into this because I don't like Mike Love, I don't think it's another Neil deGrasse Tyson situation.
Okay, cool.
But he is a conservative. He is a Trump supporter.
Oh,
He is
man.
responsible for some of the worst music that the Beach Boys have ever made.
Woof.
Yeah. And, like, by fans of the Beach Boys, he is considered the villain of the Beach Boys story. And that's including, like, the fucked up evil psychiatrist.
Oh.
And, yeah.
Yeah.
And also, you know, like, Phil Spector.
Oh, wow.
And Charles Manson.
Was he? Oh, yeah, he was associated with the Beach Boys.
He was associated with the Beach Boys.
Yeah, he did.
And yet still, Mike Love is the villain of the Beach Boys story. Wow. That's how bad he is.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he is just a shitty dude who coasts off of the Beach Boys name for, like, fame and recognition.
Yeah.
Just by having not that much talent himself.
Damn, is this a, like, exposure podcast? Is that what it is? Like
no, this is just, I have a lot of special interests that you don't know about.
Got it. And this is how we get to know each other.
Yeah. When you get the chance, look up the album "Endless Summer" by the Beach Boys.
Oh, damn.
It's so bad. It's so bad that you can't even stream it.
Damn, are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow.
I found out about it through a fucking Todd in the Shadows YouTube video.
I don't know what that is, but okay.
He does pop music, so.
Okay. All right, for sure. Wait, hold on. Is it that bad? Is it really that bad?
You want to know how bad it is?
I only listen to Pet Shop and, like, maybe one or two songs.
You want to know how bad it is?
How bad is it?
They wrote a song for Baywatch on that album. The Beach Boys
wrote a song for Baywatch.
For the TV show Baywatch.
Wow.
That's how bad it is.
Damn. That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
That's pretty bad. That means that they were Beach Boys in the 90s.
Yes. They were around...
was Beach Boys in the 90s because they did that song in the 80s, right? Late 80s?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were around long enough to record same album, to record a song with John Stamos.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which, if you know John Stamos,
yeah,
that's
I know,
also its own
No,
bad.
he actually, what was it? He showed up in the song I was singing earlier. In the video for that.
Yeah, exactly.
He's in the background doing the little... playing the drums.
Yeah. No, like that's how bad it is. It got to the point where they were, like, associating with John Stamos, wannabe rock star.
Yeah. Wow. They were using him for cocktails?
They used him as a touring member of the band.
Wow. And John Stamos let that happen too. He didn't even
He was pumped.
Yeah.
Man was like a Beach Boys fanboy.
Fair enough. Well, you know what? I bet you the cocaine in the 90s were pretty fucking sick.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you could have talked him into a lot of things. Well, fucking, what's his name was doing America's Funniest Videos, and the other guy was doing that one chick who wrote Ironic.
Alanis Morissette?
Yeah.
You're talking about the blonde one. I don't know his name.
I can't remember his name either. You know what's weird? I heard a theory. I heard a story that not only was that song written about him, right? Mm-hmm. You ought to know.
You ought to know.
But also Scrubs was written about him.
Yeah.
This is I'm dead serious. Well, I'm not gonna lie to you.
In the words of the Beach Boys, he did get around.
He did get around. I heard he was cruise with John Stamos all the time, and he was always riding shotgun, and he would holler at anything.
Yeah.
And apparently, he tried to get all up on TLC once while he was driving around. Which, fair enough. Wouldn't you? I'd like, seriously?
You know what's funny? I don't think I've ever seen a picture of TLC in my life.
You've never seen... What do you mean?
Like, I've heard the music.
What year were you born again?
The year 2000.
Wow. Golly.
Yeah.
What did you grow up with? Like Club Penguin and shit? Or
K-Rock.
K-Rock, okay. And then... Bionicles? No, Bionicles were later.
No, what did I do before I was 6?
Yeah,
That's a good question.
Yeah, what did you do before you were 6? Like, you know what I mean? I was watching Power Rangers in Bobby's World.
SpongeBob and Scooby-Doo.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Did you guys have Power Rangers?
Like, it was available, but I didn't watch it because it looked boring.
Oh, wow. Wow, now we're getting to the core of it. This is how you find out Power Rangers are special interests of minds.
Look, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with Power Rangers or with liking Power Rangers. I was just one of those kids who preferred watching cartoons.
Fair enough. Okay. All right.
Although, I did still like, like actual movies with real people. I think my favorite movie when I was like 4 or 5 was Little Shop of Horrors.
Yeah.
Which is a very normal thing for a 5-year-old to like.
You know what's really weird? Is I've been trying to get my girlfriend to watch older movies with me, and she'll just nope right out of it. And like it's just not like crazy movies. Like I tried to get her to watch The Jerk.
I've actually never seen that.
You've never seen The Jerk?
No.
It is one of Steve Martin's best performances, I think, but also it's just a grown man walking around acting like a buffoon.
I see.
Yeah, and
I can kind of get it for like older comedies. I think a lot of those, at least to my taste, unless it's, like a Mel Brooks or Monty Python, they don't really hold up for me as well.
Yeah, like Mel Brooks stuff.
I mean, it doesn't, in a lot of ways it doesn't hold up, but it's still funny.
Yeah, yeah, like Blazing Saddles is a tough sit through sometimes.
Whereas like I have never been able to get through the Three Amigos.
Fair enough. Yeah, that's a tough one, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Or
I tried
even,
rewatching that. I tried rewatching that recently. Terrible movie.
Yeah.
I
or
used
even
to get
like
hyped
more.
up.
I say more contemporary, but this is still like probably I don't remember when it came out, like 20 or 30 years old. I can't get into the Austin Powers movies.
Really?
Really.
Which one? All of them?
I watched the very first one as a teenager. I thought it was boring as hell. I tried watching it again recently, and it just doesn't do anything for me.
The first one.
The first one.
Wow. I can't believe you didn't like that movie. I don't.
Yeah, like I said, I have like weird standards for comedy movies. I don't like even a lot of like modern comedies. There are just certain ones that'll stick with me, and it'll be like it's a comedy, but it's also like something else. Like probably my favorite comedy is the Shane. Okay, not my favorite, but one of my favorites. The Shane Black movie, The Nice Guys from 2016.
You count that as a comedy?
It is funny as shit, dude.
It's a good movie. I don't know, like a comedy, like
Well,
a dark.
It's like a dark comedy.
It's a very dark comedy. Yeah.
Like I wouldn't say it's a straight comedy.
Yeah. Next thing you know, you're gonna be like you throw on a Eraserhead for shits and giggles.
I mean,
you watch a serious man for a good laugh. You know what? I'm Matty Boy. I like to watch Schindler's List for a good giggle.
I mean, A Serious Man in its own right is kind of funny.
Oh my god, I was joking. What do you mean?
Look,
it's a good movie.
Excellent movie.
I didn't laugh one time watching that movie.
Well, I
just felt bad.
Yeah, no, that's kind of the idea. But
what's that one with Adam
I don't know.
Sandler?
To me, there's something about the idea of like getting that much put onto you, and just the way that he reacts to it, I found kind of humorous.
Oh my god.
Look, the Coen brothers in general have always walked the line of like comedy and drama.
Yeah.
And you kind of get a feel for what their sense of humor is at some point.
What's that Adam Sandler movie where he's like a jeweler?
Uncut Gems.
Uncut Gems. Do you ever watch that and go, this is a good tee?
No, that movie stresses me out.
Okay.
I love it.
Yeah.
But it induces anxiety in me.
Okay.
Which I think that's just kind of what the Safdies are like, though. Yeah. You ever seen Good Time?
No, not once.
Good Time is excellent.
Yeah.
That was the one they did with Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, I've just seen a lot of memes for that, but
it is a stressful experience getting through that movie, but like in a good way.
Yeah. No, I've dealt with too many skeezy people in my life where I was like, I saw that and I was like, no, I know that person. I've seen that man in real life. I don't think I'm gonna watch this one. Yeah. Good on Pattinson for going full creep.
Yeah.
Because he did like that and some other movie, and then he did Batman, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just a good old creepy boy.
Yeah.
What's that one? Like Lighthouse movie?
The Lighthouse?
Oh, I'm sorry. I never watched it. My bad. I know you watched that for a good laugh. That's why I find out your sense of humor. Look, watching people twist in the wind.
Look, man, if you don't watch that movie and laugh once at least, then I don't know what to say. Because
Robert Eggers.
Has a weird like sense of humor, but he has a sense of humor, and it's very much present in his movies.
Okay, all right, for sure. Good to know. I'm gonna keep that down, written down on my little notes app.
Yeah,
Got
Lighthouse, funny.
Lighthouse, funny, and what's that other one? Glow,
What?
glitter. What was
Good
it?
Time?
Good times. Yeah.
No, Glow was that wrestling show on Netflix that I never watched.
Still gotta watch that. You know what? You gotta support the girl. She was from Community, right?
Yeah, Allison Brie.
Yeah.
Best known for Community, and
Nothing the fuck else.
she did the voice of the cat in the Lego movie.
That's a real notable credit.
Well, it was a big movie.
It was a huge movie. I don't think anybody would remember that as
She's married to Dave Franco, the Franco that's not accused of sexual misconduct.
Oh, what?
Wait, do you not know about James Franco either?
Are you serious right
My God, man, what do you do?
now? I don't sit around looking up people's cases. I'm sorry.
You don't just hear these things?
I did. Well, I don't keep notes of them. I don't sit around going.
Why
like,
do you think he hasn't been in a movie in the last 5 years? He's like fucking blackballed right now.
I thought he was fucking rich. I wouldn't do that shit either. I would. You know what I mean?
Why do you think that Seth Rogen hasn't worked with him since 2019? His best friend.
The last movie they did got straight to streaming service because they almost started an international war.
They worked together after that again.
What did they do after that?
Do you see The Disaster Artist? The one about...
Oh, yeah, I did watch that.
That was the last, at least that I know of, the last movie that the two of them worked on together, because right after that, a lot of the accusations hit the mainstream, and so Seth Rogen was just like distancing himself.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
That's wild.
You're learning a lot today.
I am. I'm learning so much. People are creeps. Wow. I did not realize how many people got accused. Jesus Christ. I was sitting there going like, man, I wonder whatever happened to James Franco. Why didn't he show up in Spider-Man? Turns out he's a creeper.
Yeah.
I thought his dad, the Green Goblin, would have been accused by now, but he's just a chill guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To my knowledge, and me in the future, cut this out if anything changes. I don't know. I've not heard a bad word about Willem Dafoe.
I just heard something the other day that blew my mind. According to some census of some sort, he's the most watched man in the last 3 years.
Well, he does a lot.
He does a lot. He does a lot of movies. He's done so many movies.
He'll show up in anything. That's what I love about him.
Yeah. According to watch time, just in sheer volume of numbers, he's been the most consistent by a country mile watch person.
Yeah.
Which blows my mind. I'm like sitting there going like, there must be somebody somewhere who's even close to him, but no.
He's hitting like Hank's numbers.
I know, that's right. Tom Hanks, I think, was like 4 or 5.
Yeah, that sounds right.
But like, you know, he does something like every 3 years.
Yeah. But also so many of his movies are classics that you like watch them sometimes.
I don't know, man. What is it? My girl freaked out when she watched. She was like, she watched Forrest Gump, and she was sitting there going like, "This is just Big, but worse." She was so mad. She was literally sitting there going like, "I've never watched this movie. Why is that age-rated woman fucking trying to have sex with a handicapped man?" I was like, I don't know. It's a wholesome movie. She's like, wow, his best friend died in a war. His mama just died. What is going on?
Sounds like she would probably enjoy. I'm trying to think of any other Tom Hanks movie right now.
Bill and the Volcano?
What's the one where he was with a dog?
The one where he was with a dog?
Like he was a detective or something.
Oh, Starsky and Hutch? No,
that's a different thing.
Something in Cujo or something like that?
Cujo's a different dog.
Okay.
I don't know. I've never seen the movie.
Okay. Tom. Let me look up Tom Cruise? Okay, no. Tom Hardy.
Cruise?
Yeah.
That guy's a Scientologist.
Yeah.
Okay, that you knew.
Yeah, I knew that.
That's
good. Tom Hanks movies. Is it A Man Called Otto?
Oh, Saving Private Ryan, obviously.
Oh, Jesus Christ. He's with a dog in that movie?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Who do you think Private Ryan was?
Oh, my God. Best Tom Hanks movie.
Best Tom Hanks movie.
Best Tom Hanks movie. That's a hard one because he's in so much good shit. I'm gonna say Catch Me If You Can. That's
Elvis.
Yeah.
I just wanted
that's a good laugh.
I just wanted to remind you of that performance.
I just love the way he sits around in the background, rubbing his hands together and
Forcing Austin Butler to do cocaine.
Yeah.
That's why he sounded the way he did in Dune.
Turner Hooch. Oh man, I seriously thought he was gonna sound like Elvis in Dune, and he just got weird.
Yeah, he got real raspy. He started doing his best Stellan Skarsgård impression, but it was really bad.
Yeah,
I fully expected him to show up in interviews just sounding like that.
No, he just sounds like Elvis now. Yeah. It's like every interview he's done at a certain point.
That's why I thought, like, he spent enough time being Fade Rotha. I thought he would just sound like Fade Rotha from now on.
From now on.
I thought, yeah.
Until he gets his next role.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, man. Let me see.
Oh, Asteroid City.
That's a good one.
It is a good one.
Yeah. Freaky Tales. I don't even know what that is. Let me see. Splash?
Are you using cars?
Yeah. As some kind of car. He's a vehicle of some sort. Turner Hooch is the movie you were talking about.
Oh, the dog movie. Okay.
Yeah. Road.
Have you gotten to the point in your life where you can, like, identify a voice actor just when they show? Yeah.
All the time. It's so annoying to my girlfriend because I'll be like, hey, look, it's so-and-so. And she's like, what?
Hey, check it out. It's D. Baker doing, like, half the voices here.
Yeah. Shit, baby. I know. Oh, man.
John DiMaggio.
John DiMaggio. Let me see. Who else? Tara Strong. Strong's in literally everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is she anti-vax?
No, I don't think so. Please, for the love of God, don't ruin Tyra Strong for me, bro.
Oh. Yeah, okay.
Please don't.
Okay, so then don't. Okay. Don't talk about her and, like, Butch Hartman. Got it.
What happened with her and Butch Hartman?
Well, just, like, she kind of... You know anything about Butch Hartman, first of all?
I know who he is, yeah.
Oh, you don't know about all the weird shit he got up to?
No.
You don't know the fucking scam he ran?
No.
Oh, boy.
Oh no! Oh, no!
Yeah. So... I don't know anything, like, specifically about Tara Strong. I know people don't like her for whatever reasons they have, but one of them is just that she, like, associated for Butch Hartman for as long as he did, and then the fact that Butch Hartman ran that scam where he, like, tried to get funding for a whole new studio, basically, a studio streaming app, million other things, and then just took the money and ran, and then eventually it came out that was going to be for, like, a Christian streaming service, which was not disclosed, and he didn't tell anybody until long enough that people couldn't ask for their money back because they didn't want to be putting their money towards that because he's also, like, a weird conservative guy.
Oh no, he got really weird and conservative at the end.
He was always really weird and conservative. He just became more public about it. Like, that's the whole reason that the third season of Danny Phantom, they stopped being ghosts and were, like, weird extra-dimensional creatures, and it just became, like, a superhero show. It's because he thought the idea of fighting ghosts conflicted with his Christian values.
Hold on, wait. So, like, he wrote, produced, came up with the pitch, and then at the end of it...
The thing is...
the end of it, he was like, nah, this is weird.
It was joint production with Man of Action, and then once Man of Action stepped out and started working on other projects...
Yeah.
And it became the Butch Hartman show. Then it became Danny the superhero fights extra-dimensional ghosts.
Yeah.
That aren't really dead people. And he tried to, like, retcon it so that they were always like that. But there are episodes where it talks about a person dying and becoming a ghost. So it's like, what are you on, Butch?
Dang, bro. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Damn. That's messed up. So, is that why he started adding weird shit to, what is it, Fairly Odd Parents?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that and the fact that they needed to keep the show alive for as long as they could because that was his main source.
Is that why he was on YouTube for a while there?
Yeah, just, like, milking it.
Damn, dude. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Man, I'm just learning all kinds of weird shit today. Damn. Yeah. Where are all these things coming from? Golly, bro. Where have I been?
Where have you been?
I don't know. I didn't know we were canceling half these people. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if any of that's gonna make it to the pod, but
Oh no, this is all staying in.
Oh shit! It's all we're canceling people. Okay.
These people have been long canceled. You're just finding out about
I'm
it.
just finding out about it. Wow. Who do we got? Neil deGrasse Tyson, Bill Cosby, Dan Hartman,
Butch Hartman, Phil Spector, Mike Love, Charles Manson,
the Spectre, the comic book character, right? And
Superman.
What did Superman do? Wait!
He got his mind taken over. He killed all those people.
But that wasn't him though.
Yeah, well, they don't know that.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. Okay, all right. Let me see. Who else?
Santa Claus.
What did Santa do?
You don't want to know.
Oh, he's a neo-Nazi. Oh man, you can't just leave well enough. Is that why he wears all the red?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Wait, I did see him in khaki pants the other day, and I was like, wow, that's a weird Santa for the Target ad.
Yeah. Ambrose Burnside.
Oh, Emperor Palpatine.
Oh yeah.
And we just guy. Can you believe he took over the Senate? And then turned into full fascist? That was weird.
Daffy Duck.
Oh, man, that's the one that hurts the most. That one really took over my childhood. I always rooted for him. I was a big DuckTales fan.
Yeah. That's the wrong...
Oh, I'm thinking of Donald.
Yeah. Also canceled for never wearing pants.
But yeah. Well, it's part of his culture. It's part of his culture. I don't know if you know this, but ducks don't wear pants. Except for... No, pretty much all ducks don't wear pants.
That sounds wrong.
Name a duck. Name a duck with pants.
Okay.
It's just hard to draw. Think about it. Donald, Daffy, Uncle Scrooge.
Dingo.
Doodle.
Derek.
Was it Huey, Dewey, and Louie? Huey
Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome, also canceled.
Hard canceled.
Yeah, I mean, what was under the hat, right?
Yeah. Immigrants. He was bringing in migrant immigrants to work in his maintenance in the dome.
That's why the hat was so tall.
That's why it was so tall.
He couldn't fit into the Dimsdale Dimmadome.
Yeah, he was smuggling in cocaine as well.
Yeah. Oh, the bear from Cocaine Bear. That guy got canceled.
That guy got canceled. Yeah. Huey, Dewey, and Louie, and Huey Lewis in the news. They got canceled. Yeah. Apparently, you can't go back in time.
That's true.
Yeah.
Firefly, that got canceled.
Yeah, that's true. That was a hard cancel. That one fucked me up.
Is this bit funny?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, this
is... we're about an hour in, and we're just trying to stretch it out a little bit. Try to see what else we can find that's funny.
Yeah.
All right.
So that I don't have to do that ad read again. I don't have to pull out Man with Gun.
Man with Gun. Do we have any other sponsors besides Man with Gun? No, I just wanted to know, do we have any sponsors or any ad reads that we might have to do later on?
I don't have anything lined up.
I don't have anything lined up
Which
either.
It's not great because, this computer costs money.
That's true. Yeah. I thought you got it for free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the person who bought it didn't get it for free.
That's a good point, yeah.
Which, to be fair, also wasn't my cousin.
Yeah. Oh, who was it? This isn't funny. I'm not going with this.
Okay, this is going to be an actual off-mic story.
Yeah.
So this computer originally was like one that she used when she was doing work from home. It came from the company that she worked for.
Yeah.
But then she got laid off.
Oh.
And they never came and collected the computer.
So you got free computer.
Yeah, so she was like, I can't get this
Shout out to this fucked up company.
So she couldn't
Good
get
job
it to work.
screwing the pooch.
Yeah, she couldn't get it to work.
Yeah.
I couldn't get into it, so I just factory reset it.
Yeah. Hey,
bought a copy of Windows
Whatever.
for $10 on sale.
Yeah.
And now this is the laptop that I never use.
Fair enough. I have a laptop I never use.
I have a laptop I used to use when the battery died, and I just haven't bothered to replace it.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I have this laptop,
hey,
so I don't
now
need
you got this going on. Yay. Yeah. Free computer.
Free computer.
Free computer.
Shout out to the company that couldn't be bothered to collect their computer.
You know what? They don't know who we are. Just
True.
kidding.
They don't know who they are.
Yeah, let's keep this one. Let's keep this one on the fucking.
Yeah, I didn't even mention what industry that was.
Yeah, they don't. You didn't even name your cousin by name.
That's true. I didn't.
Shout out to whoever Maddie's cousin is.
Yeah. Shout out to Erica.
Erica, nice. Thanks. You're fucking funding this pod.
That is fully not her name. I just tried to think of a woman's name. That was the first one that came to mind.
Hey, Patricia. Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
What a lovely wedding that was.
Shout out to Debbie Reynolds for giving me this computer.
Shout out to Lucille for not doing anything. Just for being you.
Yeah.
Shout out to Cher. Cher. And Chaz. Chaz, you're a real one.
And shout out to all our patrons that we don't have.
Yeah.
Because I didn't set up a Patreon.
You know what? I'm not gonna. Shout out to all my patrons who worship me. You guys are some real ones. I'm not gonna solve any of your problems, but shout out to y'all.
Shout out to my cult members.
Shout out to the cult. Shout out to the football team, the Colts.
This is equally unfun.
I know. I'm just going for it.
I think we're losing steam at this point.
I think about an
this is a reasonable point to call it. Not when
Okay.
you were trying to call it.
You know what?
The 37-minute mark. When you still hadn't found out about James Franco. You're still innocent.
Wait, what? Wait, what a twist. You saying he's innocent now?
No.
Oh, okay. Oh my god, my sweet innocent mind has been wrecked today by finding out all these terrible people. Please don't let that be the fucking recurring part of the podcast where I find out all the people I love in Hollywood, just awful, terrible people.
Leave a comment. Who you think we should talk about that's been canceled?
Don't touch the mic like that. You just
I'm
scolded me.
I'm allowed to do it.
40 minutes straight about not taking the mic.
I'm allowed to do it. It's my mic.
Okay. What's Mike's name again?
Keith.
Keith? And yeah, that'll be a recurring bit, and what we talk about.
Absolutely will not.
Yeah, I'll be like Keitherton. What's the long version of Keith? Kenneth? Alright, you know what, guys? Yeah, I think this has been what, the podcast? If this doesn't make
No. This has been what? The
podcast.
No, the pod.
Oh, okay. All right, let's try to go. For
the fifth time's the charm.
Millionth time in a row. For the 1.1 millionth time in a row. This has been what? The pod.
Yeah. Fuck you.